Welcome to another edition of Meet the Skyhawks. I'm Brian Kortz. Joining us today, we have Megan Graefe from Skyhawk Volleyball. Megan, appreciate you joining us today.
Thanks.
How's everything going for you?
Good. Yeah.
So it's already senior year, can you believe it?
No, went by fast.
So your track to Fort Lewis College is an interesting one. So you're from Greeley, then you go down to Florida,
Yeah.
then you come here. So kind of tell us how you ended up going from Greeley to Florida to Durango. That's not the easiest path in the world.
So when I was looking for schools, after I graduated, I knew I wanted to go kind of far away from home. And I kind of thought I wanted to be on the East Coast, and then my club director knew the coach at my JUCO, Eastern Florida, and that's how I kind of connected with her. So that's how I ended up in Florida. And then after my 2 years in Florida, I thought I wanted to be back closer to home, because that's a far trip. My parents like to watch me play. I like having my parents there, and they made a couple trips down, but it's a lot easier for them to come here. So I was looking for schools back in Colorado, but I didn't want to be too close to home, so I kind of still wanted to be far away. And Durango is obviously beautiful. I love Durango, and the RMAC is a great conference to compete in. It was a team that, fortunately, I was able to come in and make an impact right away. So, yeah.
What have you enjoyed most about being at school here at Fort Lewis, and also with the team and just the town in general? What are some of your favorite things you like to do around here?
Well, Durango's beautiful, obviously. I like the outdoor culture, the hiking, everything, the river, the lakes. The team is great, just like playing a college sport in general. It's nice to come in and have like a built-in support system right away. Have people to like hang out with and have your back and everything. What else?
That's pretty much it. Yeah. How about major-wise? What are you studying?
I'm studying English.
So what's your ultimate goal you want to do once you graduate?
As of right now, it looks like I'm not going to use my English degree right away. I'm still not sure what exactly I'm going to do with that. I talked to my old coach back at my JUCO, and as of right now, I'm kind of planning on going back to Florida and coaching for her. If that works out, that'd be cool.
Awesome. So maybe eventually work your way into being a coach, maybe at some level.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That's cool. So you maybe stay in Florida or come back home, or kind of just whatever happens, right?
Yeah. I don't find it too much.
That's the best part with like a lot of our degrees. Our degrees are great, but you can do a
Yeah.
lot of different disciplines with it. Just as long as you have your degree, you can do whatever you want pretty much. So.
Yeah.
So how about, going into the season, you've had a couple weeks of practice under your belt. How do you feel the girls are coming together? You guys have a lot of seniors on this team,
Yeah,
so there's
we
a lot
do.
of leadership. How do you think everything's going with the new coach? Melfi's in here. You got a new assistant with Brittany. How's everything kind of gelling for you guys?
We're all really excited. I mean, I know I just came in last year. She's my third coach in 3 years.
Yeah.
But I know like some of the girls, Maddie, Kendra, and Hannah, they've been here. They've been with the program for 4 years, and I know that they're really excited for the change. We're all really excited for the change. And we're working really hard. Melfi is one of those coaches and one of those people that makes you want to work hard for her.
Sure.
So yeah, it's going to be different for sure, but we're working hard.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming up running. Now you got here just a few days. You get to go to UNM. How excited are you to get the chance to play at a big venue and a Division I team? That's a pretty cool thing to get to start off the year. An exhibition game against a D1 school.
Kind of nervous, but I'm excited. It's going to be cool to see, because we have a new defense, we have a new offense. It's going to be cool to see that kind of come together. And I'm glad we had that extra week, because we weren't supposed to start until this week.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we had the extra week to prepare for that, because we needed it.
How about you being, defensive specialist libero? Is that something you always played as volleyball, or did you just kind of look into that spot? Or
so I started playing club when I was 11. And that was my first real volleyball experience, and the coach was kind of you're gonna play libero, that's what you're good at, and that's kind of where I stayed. But in high school I played outside which was fun. But I mean, for club I've always been libero, and for my JUCO I was libero. So.
Do you like being on the back row? Do you
I
like
do,
being that
yeah.
anyone?
It's a lot of fun.
You're the one catching all those heaters back there. I always said the liberos have the toughest job back there, because you're digging up a lot of big shots from the outside.
Yeah. Roll around on the floor.
Doing those extra dives.
Yeah.
I can always tell coach. You could say, hey, you're diving with the balls way out. Hey, I gave it my best effort.
Yeah,
I was trying to
I
go to
tried
it, even
so
though it was 4 rows back. I tried to get to it.
It's fun though. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's my job, so
sure.
I have to.
Well, how about you personally? Last year, you led the conference in digs per set. That's a cool honor to have. Did you take much into that, or is that kind of a cool deal to take home at the end of the year?
It was cool. I mean, I've never really paid attention much to stats before, but I mean, my coach last year kind of kept an eye on it and kept me updated, so I kind of kept an eye on it. So it was cool to end the season that way. It was nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool thing to have. You never know going in. It's just kind of an extra addition for playing while they're in the year.
Yeah. It was nice to come and be able to make that impact right away.
Sure. And how much did it help you, especially like you said, transferring? It was quite good last year. At least you had a chance to get under your belt and help. Because, we've got a few new girls here, but it seems like a lot of you guys are returning. So it's probably nice knowing that you've had a year under your belt and a new coach. So to make this year a little bit easier for you.
Definitely.
So, I guess what are your expectations for the season? As our last question, what do you expect from this team? I know last year 9 wins, but when you look at the results, we were pretty close in a lot of matches. I think now you guys have, I know Haley comes, a nice transfer to give you some outside help. Of course, we had Bailey again, who had a big year last year. Looks like you got the pieces, Kendra as your setter. It seems like overall this team's got the pieces to be pretty strong.
It feels pretty solid right now. I think our team expectation as of right now is to be in the top 8, and that's kind of what we're focused on. So that's Melfi's expectation, that's our expectation, that's what we're working towards.
That'd be great, getting to the conference tournament. It's always a first goal, and then you can go from there,
Yeah, and this is my last year, but I know, in the future, it's her goal to win the conference. Sure. That's what she's working towards, which, it should be that way.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Megan, I appreciate you joining us today, and of course, best of luck, not just this season, but in your future endeavors. Thank you. Appreciate it.